Walsingham Files, Chapter 2. My naked trees are back! Okay, good, Chibi, good. We very well may need it. Okay, let's get into this, shall we? It's a detective mystery game, so clean notes and the use of pen and paper are recommended. So, keep note of everything. If it gives us a date, keep note of it. But acknowledge the fog. Hey there, stranger. Sam, you took your time getting here. Hey, don't blame me. Bloody state troopers have the whole area under wraps. You could have bloody warned me. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, I think I'll just handle this one solo. Just cover me for now. Take note of it, yeah. No matter how wordy. Oh, okay. Oh, I want some solo time with a long-lost lady lover. Ahaha, very funny. Anyway, I scouted a hill that sits above the tree line about half a mile from here. I'm quite sure you'll get a clear view of the entire area. I sent the coordinates to your phone. Go on up there and cover me from there. Aye, aye, Captain. It's a bit Irish. So, you know, fuck you, Chibi. Oh, fuck you in the Irish tongue, yeah. How you do? Why you get I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, Sam. Yeah? Let's try to do this one as clean as possible. I'm already in deep shit with the Home Office over the incident in Mombasa. It's a mix of many accents. Of course it is, because I'm not good at accents, am I? No, of course not. Why would I be good at accents? Ah! And this is what he did. I think Scottish broke him. It did. Mombasa. Ooh, say it again. Mombasa. Understood, Chief. Are there fish sticks in this game? Pad. My wife sounds just like that. Praise the sun. Oh, it's the Dark Souls game, I tell you what. I'm looking for fish sticks. There were none. That's a very important business hand up in Danvers. I'll be back in an hour to interrogate Detective Fitzgerald. She is very resourceful, one of the best in my unit back when she was a state trooper. Keep a very careful eye on her. Yes, ma'am. Also, this park is in terrible condition. The lights flicker and the campsite is such a mess. Ma'am, this is a nature reserve and not one that's really that frequented by campers. Hence it gets less funny than other nearby parks. Still, you should send somebody to clean up every now and then. You're park rangers. Have some pride for goodness sake. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that's Captain Visconti, the state trooper that arrested Sarah. She might know who I am. I best I find a place to hide. Welcome to Haverford, Nigeria. This year we've had dry summer and years and forest fires are particularly a big threat. Please remember to put out your campfires when going to sleep and leaving the campsites. Thank you. The Massachusetts State Park Service. Yeah, he needs them fish sticks, man. Seems the lamp and the ranger station are on different circuits, and the lamp circuit breaker is loose, which explains the flickering. If I can just find something to completely dislodge the circuit breaker, I might be able to get one of the rangers away from the door to fix it. Okay, so we're... puzzles time. Okay. So why was Sarah arrested? We don't know yet. Gotta think I'll see me, or else they'll know who sprung Sarah out. Okay. You'll find custard instead. Ah, Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea. That's what he'll find. That spoon might come in handy. And spoon added to inventory. Things up a little. I think I smell fire. I don't hear any other sounds. I'm pretty sure the campers are asleep and left the campfire on. It's park violation. Time to go and issue a fine. Oh, I didn't even realize that would... Okay, cool. I can't move. What's going on? Okay. Someone is in big trouble. I'll have the fine before I wake up the campers. Time to make my escape. Okay, cool. That worked, I guess. Well, one to go. I love stealth. Oh, I love fish sticks. I just love what they feel when they're going inside me. This would be perfect. Turn the lights off. I'll go see if the power works. See if anything is loose. Must be taking this with me. Oh no. Damn it, where did the circuit breaker go? Did it explode or something? After me to disappear. Okay, well, I'm distracted. I think I can enter the building now. I just casually stroll around. Billiards table in the cabin. It seems a lot of hard work was done here. Those billiards. Volume 1. Going up. Sarah, there you are. Phil, or Mark, or whatever your name really is. What are you doing here? It really is Mark. Mark Walsingham. You can believe me this time, or at the very least stick to Mark. Right. Anyway, what are you doing here? I heard you ran into a spot of trouble with your own people. I figured the least I owe you was a helping hand after the whole Silver Creek Falls incident. If you're thinking of breaking me out, you got something else coming to you. Of course I plan to break you out. Did you not understand what I meant by helping hand? No, leave me alone. I am innocent, and once this mix-up is cleared up, I'll be returning to my normal life. Thank you very much. Running away is essentially an admission of guilt. Oh, Sarah, idealistic as always. If all cops were like you, the world would be a much better place. But ACAB, and I'm here to break you out. Unfortunately for you, cops like you are also the perfect target for this sort of thing. What's that supposed to mean? I'll explain it all once I've sprung you out. Just leave me alone. I don't want to become a fugitive. Sarah, aren't you wondering why a decorated captain like Visconti has arrested an old protege like yourself? It's great that you have so much faith in the police and justice system, especially after they stonewalled you on the whole Silver Creek Falls issue. But don't you think that maybe you might need to take this one into your own hands? We don't know yet. I mean, I know you probably don't trust me much given the whole false identity shtick and all, and I definitely think your odds are better on the outside. But I definitely think your odds are better on the outside. Fine, let me out. Excellent. Any idea where the key would be? The park ranger guarding the station. Knowing you and your methods, you probably already killed him, so why don't you just get it from his corpse? What the? It moisturizes. Black don't crack.
Did you just say that? Did you really just say that?
Yes, I just said that. They're asking how old somebody is, so I just nonchalantly gave it a bit of... Interesting. Hey, video, how you doing? I don't notice anybody walking in. Ori, hey, how you doing, man? I didn't even notice you walk in. Centauro as well. Centauro, how long have you been here? God, I am doing terrible on noticing people come in. Did you seriously just say that? It's fair. You shouldn't judge me based on that one incident in Lake Norman. Besides, it was my trigger-happy partner that did all the violence, not me. Tony! Hey! Hey, buddy! Oh, come here, you! Oh, yeah! Oh, fit Tony. Say hi. Oh no, I'm moving cups. Good thing the cup's empty. Hi, Tony. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Kitty break. He's so fit. Down you go. Oh, God. Okay, careful. Careful, buddy. You alright? Yeah. Okay. You'd be glad to know that I concocted a rather clever diversion so I could get in here. Well, I think he's the only copy of the key, so... Yeah, I'm trying to work cleaner these days. New Year's resolution of mine. Not I love it. I think I'll have a go at dissolving the lock. Dissolving the lock? Oh, you and my 6 guys are something else, huh? Yeah. I have this putty I need I just need to slip into the lock with a bit of rubbing alcohol. We're in business. Any idea where I can get some of that? So he doesn't block the screen. Video. It pretty much dragged me straight into the cell. I didn't have time to case the room. I'm sure I'll find something. Of course I will. This looks more like a man cave than an official government building. I think someone has been keeping campers away from here on purpose. Oscar's epic disco mix. Sounds like these rangers know how to party. There's a lot of beer lying around for a government office. Unfortunately for me, that won't react well with my putty. I need something much purer. Another channel got. Wow, a PS4 Pro. Those rangers were bullshitting Captain Visconti when they said that this reserve is in bad shape because of lack of funding. They're just keeping it tattered so no one sees their fun lounge. Here we go, a medkit, and a completely unused bottle of rubbing alcohol inside. That's a lot of weed. I wonder whether this is confiscated or whether it's part of the fun of this room. That's a lot of weed. Oh my. Haha, blaze it. I found some rubbing alcohol in a med kit I found upstairs. Stand back as I dissolve the lock. Haha. And, okay. Okay, Mark, well, I appreciate you spring me out and everything. May I also remind you that you've made me a fugitive in the eyes of my government. Can you please begin to explain what's going on here? Soon enough. Although I think the park ranger should be back any moment now, so I might recommend that we make ourselves scarce first. No, not at all, video. Fine. Keep an eye out for fish sticks. Okay, this is our extraction point. Let me just radio my partner. Nightingale, this is Seahawk. I'm at the extraction point with the VIP. Ready for extraction. Do you copy? I copy you, Seahawk. Coming in hot. ETA is T-5. Over and out. Well, now that we finally have a minute, can you please explain what's going on? Flash speed 4. Who says any of that? Look, I think you can understand that there's only so much I can tell you, but for old time's sake, I'll explain the situation as far as I can safely. This guy just did. Flash speed 4. What the hell are you guys talking about, Ori and Linky? My unit and I were in Warville to investigate John Brigham. Hold on a second. We had hidden microphones and cameras all over his apartment and storage unit. That's how I knew that he'd been arrested. We might not know each other that well. I'm still not sure who you are. If it's any comfort, my family says that about me all the time. It's a funny video. Anyway, as I was saying, from what I do know about you, you're as clean as a cop as they get, so I knew that you'd been framed for whatever they claimed you to have you for. And of course, after manipulating the situation in Silver Creek Falls like I did, I felt springing you out was the least I could do for you. Hilarious. Ultimate. Oh, that! I've seen that one. It's new router. Yes, the guy who's installing it. What is the PS4? Oh, that's the new kid. Router. It's a new router. It's great. Okay, I know what you guys are talking about now. Ultimate new router. That was such a dumb video. Well, Silver Creek Falls is another big conversation we need to have. But let's just stick to the current situation for now. On that subject, what did they peg you on? I didn't quite hear the charges because of the fight you put up against Sergeant Nunes. Bribery? They claim I took bribes from some contraband smugglers while I was in Norfolk. What bullshit. You barely spent any time in Norfolk, right? Anyway, they claim they had a bunch of proof. Probably all fabricated by someone who's after you. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this too and prove your innocence, so you can get back to your normal life. Hopefully, I can help but think that it has something to do with the case I'm investigating. On that subject, you mentioned you've been tailing John Brigham, right? John Brigham of Brigham Smith International? Brigham? Oh, that's right. Who is he? I guess he's involved in the investigation too, huh? I mean, why else were you in his storage unit after all? This Silver Creek Falls Chapter 3 is done. Like, there are only 3 chapters. That story, according to the dev, is over with. This is the sequel to that story video. That's what we're playing right now. And Chapter 3 is forthcoming. Sometime in the future. That's right. Mark, I know you want to keep your cards close to your chest for this, but I think we could both benefit from exchanging info. Fair enough. John Brigham is an ex-US Navy SEAL that owns Brigham Smith International Ltd. with his business partner Pietro Smith. I guess Pietro Smith used the more angelicized version of his name for his business. Anyway, they're PMCs. PMC? Private military contractors. Why are you investigating John Brigham then? I can tell you what we know about him, but not why we're investigating him. Sorry. Fine. What do you know about him? This morning I was investigating a double homicide out in Willowdale Nature Reserve and found a note signed by John Brigham at the crime scene. The note encouraged one of the victims to look at his storage unit as it had evidence about a fisherman telling the truth. Do you know the name of any of the victims? There were 2 victims, one male and one female. I'm quite sure that the male victim is called Jeffrey Goldberg. He has a sister called Lexi Goldberg, but who I know John Brigham knows as he put her birthday as a security code for his storage unit. But going straight to military. You can. You really can, but it's impossible. It's impossibly hard. I don't know the female victim's name. Neither one had any ID on them. Then how did you work out his name as Jeffrey Goldberg? Oh my god! This exposition dump is so unnecessary! On the campsite there was a canteen with Warrenville High Class of '09 written on it. So I went to Warrenville to check out the school records. There was a Star of David in the campsite, so I knew at least one of the victims was Jewish. And the school records had only 4 kids with kosher diets from that class. He could have been a Jew for Jesus. Of those 4, only one had a sister named called Lexi, aka Alexandra Goldberg. Which is how I know the male victim was called Jeffrey Goldberg. Excellent deductive skills. No surprise from a veteran detective like yourself. Do you think that the female victim could have been Lexi Goldberg? Maybe. Admittedly, both of them have red hair. Oh my god, they're Mort Goldberg. Is that... Wait, is that seriously why they're named Goldberg? Because of Mort Goldberg from Family Guy? I'm very, very, very disconcerted right now. You know how Jeffrey Goldberg knew John Brigham? Maybe he worked for him or something? Or maybe they were business partners? It can't be. His business partner is Pietro Schmidt. It is, yeah. I mean, the Goldbergs. That show on TV. Which actually is pretty funny. I like it. It's got a really good 80s feel to it. Maybe Pietro Schmidt had more than one identity. What did your male victim look like? Caucasian, 5'11" inches, about 180 pounds with an athletic build. Pale complexion with freckles, green eyes, and red hair. Why, do you know what Peter Schmidt looks like? Yeah, he's 6'2" inches, bald, white South African, weighing in about 250 pounds. You want to find him, you're looking for a guy that looks like a linebacker. Your guy sounds like he looks more like a quarterback. Ari! It's Peter Schmidt. Oh god. He's de facto Jewish. Point taken. I see you know your American sports references now. Yeah, I've been here for a while. Anyway, here comes the call now. Hi, Uber for Mark. Very funny, Sam. Let's get going. Thanks for the ride, Sam. No problemo. Why are you still in the car? I'm gonna head out to get some pizza for our dinner. Pizza again? We've had pizza for 3 days in a row now. I see nothing wrong with that. Hey, if I'm gonna live in America, I want to eat like an American. Besides, I'm sure now that you and your long-lost lady lover are finally reunited, you want to spend some solo time rediscovering each other's bodies. Sam! Have fun, kiddos! Sorry about that, Sarah. That's my partner for you. She loves to say inappropriate things. You guess who's inappropriate? Isn't she the one that shot all those Spinola mobsters back in Lake Norman? Oh, that's her. She seems kind of loony to be working for MI6. Better to have her work for the government than against it, right? I suppose. This is a big-ass safe house. Wow. So this is our safe house, our center of operations. Wow, you guys are running quite an operation here. I think I always thought that Britain and America had a special relationship. Please, you expect me to believe that the CIA aren't running a bunch of similar operations back in the UK? Touché. The kitchen is to the right. Feel free to make yourself a snack whenever. Just remember that Sam is bringing pizza over. Well, that's what the dialogue was. And the living quarters are to the left. You know, I'll see which bedroom is empty for you to take. What about the rooms up ahead? Operations room, so off limits for you, I'm afraid. For British eyes only. For British eyes only! MI6 eyes only. Understood. That was an Arrested Development reference for those of you who care. I'm sure the room at the very end is vacant right now. Thanks. Oh, are they gonna get it on? Let's get it on. Milk, cookies, and bread. Do you Brits not enjoy eating? We're way too busy to cook, so we normally go out and get takeout whenever we're hungry. Unhealthy, I know. I've gained like 7 pounds since I moved here. Welcome to America. 7 pounds in 4 years isn't so bad. Sarah, I haven't been here this whole time since we parted ways in Norfolk. I've been on missions around the world. Stateside, I've only been back for a couple of months. Damn, 7 pounds in a few months is pretty bad, Mark. It's because Sam only ever buys pizza, chicken wings, and cheesesteak sandwiches from that Philly cheesesteak restaurant. Oh, chicka. I'm an FBI agent who would be a perfect. I know an FBI agent who would be a perfect boyfriend for her. Haha. Wow, your cooker's so clean. No crusty and unsightly burn marks to be seen at all. Like I said before, we mostly just get takeout. I'm pretty sure we only use the hob for some bacon and eggs in the morning. It's that famous Philly cheesesteak from Philly Cheesesteak Restaurant. I'm gonna open up a restaurant up here. I'm just gonna call it Philly Cheesesteak Restaurant, but I'm not gonna sell Philly cheesesteaks. Oh, Jay, I think I'll turn in now. Of course, I'm sure you're knackered. Yeah, I mean, I have so many more questions for you, but I could barely keep my eyes open. We can talk more tomorrow over breakfast. Thanks. Good night, Mark. Good night, sir. Just chill back. What's going on in my head? Top power ballads of the 80s. I don't think I'm in the mood to listen to a whole disc of power ballads right now. I am. Gotta read it. Crazy long day. A chicken restaurant. Woollerton Road Police Station, Nottingham, Nottinghamshire, United Kingdom. Now we're this fuck. Who's this guy? I haven't even saved the game yet. Oh my god. Good afternoon, sir. How can I help you? Good afternoon. I'm here to see Detective Inspector Russell Moore. Do you have an appointment, sir? Not quite. We're old friends, so I pop in to see him whenever I'm in the UK. Monsieur's still in his office. He may have already clocked out. Your name, sir? Ah, Commandant Diego Calvaterra, the Spanish Guardia Civil. Oh, we will... to give him the Spanish accent, yes. Antonio Mendes. Oh, I'm sorry, Commandant. I had no idea we had an official visit today. There's nothing on my records. Please, don't worry, Constable. This isn't an official visit at all. This is just a friend seeing another friend. The shitty beer and Doritos. Oh, God. A chicken never been inside either. Oh, my God. His face is weird. Well, I think it's custom, that's why. A cup of tea, bread. That is quite alright, Constable. If you can alert Detective Inspector Moore of my arrival, that would be more than good enough. Yes, sir, right away. On the phone. Inspector Moore, you have a visitor here. Commandant Diego Calatrava of the Guardia Civil. I will do, sir. Commandant, Detective Inspector Moore will see you right away. Stairs to the right. Top floor. Thank you, Constable. Constable. I think it, yeah. Rusty, old friend. I see you're still as messy and disorganized as ever. Diego, I see your love for pomp and circumstance hasn't diminished one bit. Haha. The goal is still addressing yourself as Commandant, even though you retired from the Guardia Civil 10 years ago. Hey, if guys in the army can keep their titles after retirement, why can't we policemen too? Turn the L into a Y. Ideals. Oh god. Legend. Look like that actor, Antonio Banderas? I don't know. Which guy? I meant to tell you so to impress the ladies. I'd be lying. I said it wasn't true. On that subject, the constable downstairs is a true English rose. Forget it about it, Diego. He's engaged and set to get married next month. I don't know, but he looks fancy. So there is still time. You crazy Spanish dog. How old you, old friend? What brings you up here to Nottingham? My customers, the Prestons, are coming down from Manchester to meet me here. Apparently they found an interesting lead they want to talk about. Oh my god, are you still taking these poor people's money? Oh, it's that guy, yeah! I know who you're talking about now. I've never actually seen the movie, but I know of it. Hey, they don't want me to stop looking for their daughter. Can you really blame them? No, but at a certain point you should tell them that the case is too cold to work on. Hey, new leads come up every month. There are a lot of things for me to check out. Video. 90% of those leads are fake and exist just because of the media frenzy. Inconsiderate louts wanting their share of fame. You know, the Spanish press really shouldn't have stuck their noses in so much. I agree with you there. They should have made my job hard. Well, I guess we Spaniards can't help it. We do love a good story. Not that the British press was any better when they got there. It got 10 times worse. And then when the Americans came, we just couldn't do our jobs anymore. Dally, I'm sure it was a miss. The one good thing we got out of it was a lifelong friendship, though. Indeed we did. What are you doing tonight? Want to grab dinner and a drink? Reminisce on those crazy nights in Torrevieja? Vieja? Spanish town? I'd love to. But first let me see what the Prestons have for me. Sometimes when they have a lot of leads for me to look at, we spend 6 hours straight talking. Dear God, how much do these people pay you? £30,000 a year. Bloody highway robbery is what it is. Do you not have a soul, Diego? I have a soul, but I also have child support to pay. So when the president asks me to jump, I ask them how I am. How is Lucia? She's good. On her final year of high school and her 4th boyfriend already. Looks like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Clearly it does not. How are you two boys? Tell me the co-workers. As usual, trying to save the world in their own crazy ways. Looks like your 2 apples also didn't fall far from the tree. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of them. I just wish they'd call home more often. Children are unknown to us. They were never ours to keep. So true. You only rent beer. You don't own it. Anyway, I should get going. That's basically what came out to my head when they said that. My meeting with the Prestons is in 15 minutes. I just figured I would say hi before they spend the evening chewing my ear out. Hey, they pay £30,000 for that here. They better get their values worth. Indeed. I'll call you if I'm free for dinner tonight. I've seen them in a while. How are the boys? Please do. Now go. If you only have 15 minutes, you'll be late. And they're just at the Walsingham Hotel, right next to the police station. We arranged the meeting at the hotel right next to my police station. I'm flattered. Don't fancy yourself too much. It was the Prestons that picked the hotel. Your bin is full. I know. Doesn't your station have janitors to clean all this up for you? We do, but I want them coming into my office. Now they're moving up things and I can't find stuff the next day. I wish my boys would call more. What are you doing, you mad Spaniard? Get away from my computer. Computer. What are you working on, old friend? Nothing too exciting, just some burglaries that went down in Beeston. You think you will catch them? Someone's been targeting some of the uni students. Normally those that are a bit careless and leave their curtains open during the day while they're in class. Whoever's doing this knows their stuff. They normally target things like video game consoles and jewelry. Stuff that's easy to sell at the pawn shop. It's probably a fellow student. Someone who lives nearby and knows their schedule. That's what I'm thinking too. I've informed the university security, but since it's outside dorms, our hands are tied. In Spanish named oh God. Let's go hit on the constable at the desk one last time. None at all. Thank you so much for your help. With your daughters. How long has it been since we've seen each other? Probably that time we went to the amusement park. Gosh, those were the days. Oh my God. Here's the hotel. How convenient. Half an hour later. Oh God, Nope, not checking my email. It's 5:15 p.m. and it's time for me to go home and watch Manchester with the wife. Master Chef. The wife. Maybe tomorrow. I got these burgers. For now, I'll tell my contacts at the pawn shops to keep their eyes peeled in case any of the stolen stuff appears. Oh. D.I.M.O. That's me. How can I help you, dearie? Hi, I'm Detective Sergeant Lucy Wilson. I just transferred here and I wanted to swing by and say hi to everyone else in the CID. That's awfully civil of you. Where did you transfer from? I was with the Met in London. Oh, Scotland Yard. What are you doing up here then? Maybe I should just give her a British accent. Honestly, I was just a bit too stressed to talk in the city. Too many cars, not enough nature. Is he still with Bob? Haha. When we first met Bob, we thought he was a drug dealer. Gosh. Figured I'd head up north for a literal breath of fresh air. You know, enjoy the countryside a little and stuff. Should have gone to Derbyshire if you wanted beautiful country views. One of the most beautiful countries in all of Britain, by my books. Nottinghamshire was what was available. Besides, Derbyshire and the Peak District are just a short drive away. Welcome to the force. If you want a tour around, you can ask D.S. Khan. His shift starts now. As for me, my shift is about to end, so I'll be heading out. Of course. Thank you for the advice, sir. I look forward to working with you and with everyone on the team. I'm going to see you around. Ha. hate to watch her go, but I love to watch her walk away. Ha ha ha. She has a nice rump, that's what I'm getting at. Her boot is quite a boot thing. See, a moment of your time. Hey, Chief, everything okay? There's been a single vehicle traffic collision at Hucknall Road, close to the golf course. I know you're clocking out and all, but would you be a daring go check it out? I was just clocking out. Come on, the wife and I have really been looking forward to the next episode of MasterChef. I'll have you know that Christian was frequently complaining to me about everything. How you claim you can cook everything better than the contestants. Frankly, I think she might enjoy the show more without you. Wicked cool. I'm gonna start the job at a local Philly cheesesteak restaurant. Ramish is around, isn't he? Can't you ask him? D.I.'s caught us following a lead in Nixon right now, and as you know, D.I. Fitzpatrick is away on maternity leave. You're all I've got. That's not true. You have D.S. Wilson here. I'm sure she's more than fine to handle it. I mean, it's just a single vehicle collision, right? That's the thing, normally I would, but the paramedic at the constable says something doesn't look quite right. D.S. Wilson only just passed her CID exam, so she's still a bit fresh. Or somebody you could take her under your wing for a while. Fine. It's not like I can say no, can I, Chief? No, you cannot. You're the best detective in all of Nottinghamshire, and keep talking about how you want to retire in a few years and move to Mallorca. I need you to train as many of these young pups as possible before you leave. So now, geez, my experience as manager at Tasty Chicken House for 4 years. You remember Tasty Chicken House, don't you? We had a lot of Doritos there. Haha. Boy, how are oh wow, those were the days. I can time her out, but I'm not going to. This is too good. I'm just gonna take my call. Yes, sir. It's gonna be his friend. His friend, it's gonna be the friend that's dead. It has to be. It has to be the friend that's dead. It has to be. I'll ban myself. Memories, Kia. Memories. Lucy, right? Yes, sir. Chief Inspector Richardson said you just passed your CID exam, right? That is correct, sir. So you've never been on a case before? Not as a detective. I did help out a lot of detectives back when I was a PC, police constable. But yeah, not as a detective. You passed the CID exam, so I'm sure you're at least versed on the procedures of it all. I'll let you take lead right now, so I'll just step in as I see fit. Sound good? Are you sure, sir? Yes, practice makes perfect. Besides, I like throwing my subordinates in the deep end. Ran them why they joined the force. Very well, sir. Thank you. Pip pip cheerio and all that rot. A PC Green? Yes, ma'am? Hello, I'm Detective Sergeant Wilson, and this is Detective Inspector Moore. Are you the PC that called us in? That's correct, Mum. Want to take us through the details before we go in? Oh, certainly, Mum. At about 4:07 p.m., we received a call from Bold Whale Forest Golf Club. One of their members had witnessed a single-car collision at the edge of the course. I was an SPC, so I was routed in to take a look. Upon arrival, I found a Saab 9000 crash into a tree. While further inspection, I found 2 victims saw the vehicle, both deceased. Drivers were decapitated, and I found the head about 20 meters ahead of the vehicle. I called in paramedics straight away in case the victim in the passenger seat may still have been alive. Get bootleg murders. Have the paramedics arrived yet? Not yet, ma'am. Seems there was an incident at Nixon Road earlier as well, so the hospital's a bit short. And you did the right thing in calling in, son. Something about this collision doesn't feel right, sir. I've seen dozens of these, and not once have I seen a decapitation. Any idea who the victims are? I'll send the plate numbers over the DVLA, but they haven't gotten back with me yet in the name of the vehicle owners. Seems the computer systems are down today. Well, thank you for your work and detailed report, Constable. We'll take it from here. Say mum? Ma'am? Well, you guys say mum a lot, right? I'm just trying to give it my all. Didn't even try to break for the vehicle. Well spotted, Sergeant. Where's that head? Is it over here? Yes, sir. Hey, I've heard it before. I've heard it on TV, so I'm using it. Oh my goodness. Never seen a dead body before, Sergeant. Not in such a state, sir. PC Grain did want us. Anyway, compose yourself, then tell me what you can observe. Yes, sir. As stated by Constable Green, the victim in the driver's seat has been decapitated. Hello, Mum. Maybe not where you're from, but maybe it's a different regional accent. Hello, Mum. Winston Churchill and all that rot. Which is something else. Sharpness entered the vehicle during the crash, causing said damage. Secret found the head 20 meters ahead of the vehicle. It must have catapulted forward as the vehicle stopped abruptly. Tailored from the clothes and the body, the driver victim is clearly male. From the look of the skin on his hands and the general body shape, I put him in his late 40s or early 50s. Given the victim's age and by the fact that he seems to be a bit obese, I say perhaps he had a heart attack while driving which led to spasms in his arms. This may have made him veer to the left while driving, causing the impact with the tree at top speed. Not bad. I can see that you're well trained. I get the impression that this collision seems somewhat more uncommon in nature than what your theory suggests. What do you mean by uncommon, sir? I'm sorry! I can't help it! See how damaged this car window is, especially compared to the other ones? Yes. What seems to be a head-on collision, it is very badly damaged indeed. This road is a single carriageway, the limit is 60 miles per hour, and he's probably going closer to 50 given the time of day and traffic. It really shouldn't be in such bad shape. What do you suppose happened then? Look at the way that window fractured. All the lines lead to this one central point. That, Sergeant, is an entry hole of a large caliber bullet. You're saying he was shot? Yes. Given the entry point, I'd say it hit him squarely in the neck, causing the spine and neck muscles to tear apart, separating the head from the body. That's the only way that this would lead to the head being separated in such a way. A crash at 60 miles per hour simply wouldn't do that, even if a sharp branch head were involved. But it's also an unlikely thing to have so cleanly decapitate a man. Well, a bullet is also very... even a high caliber... Okay. Noted, but that means that whoever shot him was shooting at a moving vehicle. Hell of a shot. Not just a good shot. An experienced sniper with a military-grade rifle. Heck, a shot like this is even from someone who just trained with the army. No, whoever took this shot has seen combat. So you're saying this is definitely an assassination? Oh yes, expensive one too. Whoever this guy is must be quite important to merit such an expensive killing. I can see now why PC Green called us over. I know what I'm talking about. You brought neon gloves with you, right? Yes, I did, sir. Put them on and carefully reach into the victim's pocket. See if you can find a wallet or phone or anything you can identify him with. Empty. Seems it was all taken. Interesting. Fitting the passenger, she's a female. She's also in her late 40s or early 50s. And clear lacerations are bruising from the vehicle's impact on the tree and the subsequent spray of glass shards from the windscreen. The car must have been going at top speed as the victim's body is in very bad shape. Do they seriously, Kia? Or are you just... Or are you just being... facetious? Extra hard with proper training. Find check her pocket, see if you can find any phone or ID. Nothing, sir. Her handbag is empty too. Whoever did this clearly wanted to slow us down. Maybe whoever did this knew that these people had money and targeted them on purpose. I doubt it. This is an awfully complicated way to steal a couple £1,000. Maybe better off burglaring these people on some quiet summer day when they're in a business. That is true. If this is truly motivated by financial gain, then why is she still wearing her diamond necklace? See if the culprit knew what he had to take. That disappeared as fast as possible. We're clearly dealing with a professional. Gotta check the boot. Empty, though I suspect there was something here that was taken. I agree. No doubt whoever killed these people wanted something in their possession. The number plates on the back of the vehicle are intact. Hopefully PC Green will have the results from the DVLA by the time we finish here. He just said that they were closed. Were you not listening, you... Oh god, we already did. So we gotta look at all angles of the car. Okay, cool. Let's look at the front then, because why not? I looked at everything in the car. There's a gun beneath the seat.
Hey, prettiness.
My kitty's in here. Pass it here. Red at 92. A classic choice for a lot of police forces and armies of the world. No gunpowder residue in the barrel, and all the bullets are inside. This is either never used or cleaned frequently. Okay, so that was what we needed to find. Wicked cool. Cat cam. I hate you so much. Minimal blood, glass and debris in the back seat. I looked at this! There must have been something in the back seat that was taken away soon after the crash. Well, it's when I have the door open, they come in. Unless that thing in the front is what I'm supposed to look at. Yep, that's it. What is it, Sergeant? A really bizarre looking note. Ever seen anything like this? Oh, goody, it's more Greek. Ibiza? 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 I'm American. I don't have to learn nothing. Time to write it down. Let me know when you got it written down, and we'll continue on with our everything. Ibiza, Ibiza, Ibiza. The contest, not really. Take a photo of it. Might be useful later. Okay, that's gotta be the last bit. When are we gonna see this guy's head and realize that it's his friend? Or not. What's this random tall structure in the middle of the woods? I see you really haven't been in the country much, huh? The lookout point's been built by the BBA, British Birdwatchers Association. We set the perfect vantage point for our shooter. Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm sure we'll find something very interesting upstairs. Not if they policed his brass, so... Oh, cigarette butts. I suppose a lot of people smoke while watching birds. I'm pretty sure I see some Belmore-Canal cigarette butts in the mix. The light blue filter paper is unmistakable. Belmore-Canal? Soviet-era cigarettes. Due to resource limitations and rationing during the Cold War, they're way weaker than Western cigarettes. But they still make them. Surprisingly, they're still in production for the design, and the design of the formula hasn't changed. A lot of people got used to smoking them during the Soviet era and never stopped even when other brands became available. They're also popular among cannabis smokers due to their mild flavor that mixes well with marijuana. Back when pursuing weed dealers was a top priority, we used its presence as an indicator that habitual marijuana consumers were nearby. See, the people came up here to smoke weed. Not the worst place in the world for it. Shell casings. Pass them here, Sergeant. So, the killer was professional enough to take all the identification from the car, but not professional enough to police their brass. Long log cabin. Okay. Here you go, sir. This looks like a 7.62 by 54 millimeter casing. That means it's probably from a Duganov. Unusual choice. Why do you say that, sir? Smoke weed every go. The female victim still had a diamond necklace on, right? Yes, she did. That means this assassin is well paid enough not to be tempted with petty looting like that. And that he still chooses to use a more general-purpose sniper rifle like the Duganov versus something more specialized like an M24. That to me is strange. They knew exactly how they were going to do this execution, yet didn't choose to use the perfect gun for the situation. The sound of it, the Duganov is Russian-made, right, sir? That's right. Goes all the way back to the Soviet era. Perhaps it's easier to obtain the Duganov and its respective ammunition due to the influence of the Russian mafia and black market. That is undoubtedly true, given that the M24 was produced for NATO member armed forces, but it can be bought relatively easy in the US. For an assassin of this caliber, it's an obvious purchase. No, I think the reason this assassin chose the Duganov is because that is what they are accustomed to using. By that definition, probably someone a bit older who saw action in Chechnya or Yugoslavia. That also explains the presence of the Belmore-Canal cigarette butts. That was like 25 years ago, wasn't it? That means this assassin is probably in their 50s or 60s. My older brother's a retired army colonel and is 60, so you can still shoot a pigeon from over 500 feet away. Don't count us old guys out, haha. It's not the shooting ability, sir. It's the fact that the assassin was able to shoot, then run to the car and take all the goods that disappear so quickly. All without being seen by anyone else. Even for a moderately healthy person in their 30s, that isn't easy. It's a very good point, Sergeant. I think we must be dealing with a team of people, not just a single assassin. Also, if I may say so, you keep singing the praises of this assassin, yet they were careless enough to leave their shells behind. Thank you for at least pointing that out. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't that be the behavior of someone that isn't that professional? That's also a very good point, Sergeant. When I believe that it was a lone gunman, I theorized that they simply didn't have time to clean up and had to run to the car as quickly as possible. Perhaps you're dealing with someone that is not a good marksman. That is a good marksman, but not actually a professional assassin. That is a fair theory, Sergeant. Pretty bad shape, isn't it? Yeah, those places are all built in the 70s, back when birdwatching was a lot more popular and the BBA had a lot more money. I don't really believe they have the funds to maintain these buildings so well anymore. We should probably bring this up with the National Park Authority. These things will turn into death traps before long. Couldn't agree with you more, Sergeant. Shoot a shot from, sir. It really is the only likely place. There aren't any other natural vantage points within realistic distance from here, and it's quite a bit high, so it's impossible to shoot from, so it must be where he shot from. It's strange, isn't it, sir? What is? The lone chair on the top of this floor of the building. Bird watching takes a long time. It's also not a particularly social hobby, so it shouldn't be surprised that there's just one chair. I'm surprised no one has stolen this chair yet. Oh, there's a cigarette butts, okay. That's all we can look at for now. Oh, you done investigating? I think we have a clear picture of what went down here. There you go, sir. All the paramedic teams in to get the bodies now. Any news about the plate numbers of the DVLA? Yes, I received a call not 2 minutes ago. This vehicle was registered in Manchester to belong to an Ian and Ada Preston. Ian and Ada Preston? That sounds so familiar. Why do I know those names? Because their 11-year-old daughter famously went missing over a decade ago. I need to call Diego. Censored, Massachusetts. What does this have to do with super soldiers? Absolutely fucking nothing. Good morning, Sarah. How did you sleep? Like a baby, thanks. How was your pizza last night, Sam? It was good, thanks. Pity old folks are already asleep when I got back. I'd have offered you a slice. She ate a whole goddamn pizza to herself. I can't judge because I do that all the time. The chances are you were tired after your passionate lovers reunion. Sam, that is very inappropriate. It's okay, Mark. She only says things like these types of things because she's jealous. Jealous of what, may I ask? Okay, let's cool it, ladies. Threesome. We have something much more important to talk about this morning. What's up, Mark? Tell her, Sam. Well, as I Giuseppe's waiting for them to finish making my pizza, I happened to see John Brigham come by to pick up a pie of his own. Of course, I told him after he left the shop and followed him to a small seaside town a couple of miles east here called Crow's Bay. He entered a large complex surrounded by guards, so I couldn't follow him any further. We took the address that Sam found and checked it against local property records. The property is under the name of Gustavo Lopez. Catalina Lopez is the younger brother. Who is Catalina Lopez? Sorry, I forgot you're not fully filled in on the case. Catalina Lopez is John Brigham's wife. I see. So you think that John got spooked by everything going down at Warrenville and staying with his brother-in-law for the time being? Actually, we suspect that the house really belongs to John Brigham, but was given to Gustavo as a gift of sorts. What makes you say that? We checked Gustavo's tax records and he claims artists under employment. Not a lot of artists own houses like the one I saw in Crow's Bay. You never know, he might be successful artists. I've seen paintings go for millions of dollars. Normally, dead artists get that type of money. Granted, there are a few living ones that do make that type of bank. Living artists that fetch that type of cash are normally very famous, so we checked the records of Christie's and Sotheby's and other major fine art auction houses. And surprise, surprise, he hasn't sold a single painting with any major auction house. So to watch it fall down a far below. Oh, good lord, video. So you're saying that Gustavo is essentially fronting for John Brigham? He is, or is just claiming to be an artist, but is instead employed in a less legal form of employment. Very interesting indeed. So what's the game plan? We need to break into his house and see what we can learn. Wow, being a spy is so much easier than being a detective. No need for warrants from judges or due diligence or anything. Due diligence? What's that? It's not as simple as that, Sarah. There are repercussions for cavalier actions and such. Oh, did someone say Mombasa? Shut up, Sam. What happened in Mombasa? That's a city in Kenya, isn't it? 400 Kenyans! Oh, Sarah, here you thought your new boyfriend was this perfect James Bond type, when actually he's more of a Mr. Bean type. Ugh. You know Mombasa was just as much your fault as mine. Anyway, Sarah, I know officially I should just ask you to hide out here until we sort out the issue with the MSP. But knowing you, you'll just escape anyway, right? Looks like you do know me pretty well. I care to join us in Crow's Bay to investigate John Brigham and Gustavo Lopez. As if you had to ask, I'm pretty sure that this is all related to me getting framed for bribery. Good, let's get going. Crow's Bay is half an hour's drive from here, so there isn't a moment to lose. Mark is here! Who's here, Blake? Peter Smith. His Hendrik de Bruin passport flashed at Boston Logan Airport 5 minutes ago. I guess he didn't know that we have his Dutch passport in the system too. Well, fairness, he hasn't used his South African passport in months. It's our chance to get him, but we need to get moving now if we're to catch him. Right. We also have this great lead on John Brigham, and I know he doesn't know we're onto him this time. I think he doesn't know we're onto him this time. Yo, CEO, this one, Mark. You need to make a call. I know. I know it sounds risky, but I think we should split up and pursue both leads. Understood. Is Oksana arrested? You know Oksana. Get her a pack of cigarettes and an espresso and she's good to go. What is she right now? She's in Lynn, just 20 minutes from Boston Logan Airport. Okay, it's decided. You, me, and Oksana will go after Smith. Tell her to go ahead and get into position. We should try to be there in less than 40. Sam, go with Sarah to Crow's Bay to investigate the lead on John Brigham. Mark, please let me go after Smith. I have a score to settle with him. No, Sam. I'm not letting you initiate another mad OK Corral-style gunfight like you did in Mombasa. We have to do this as clean as possible. You're no fun. No doubt, Mark. Smith's men are going to be heavily armed, so M16s at Jericho's for you and me. Tell Oksana to bring the M24 this time. She needs to get used to using it. Will do, Mark. Crow's Bay, Essex County, Massachusetts. How abrupt. Sam, you sure it's okay for us to park here? Yeah, from what my GPS is saying. It's just an old archive, so it's a government building. I'm sure they expect a certain amount of guests every day. Besides, you're a cop, right? It's terrible any ticket when we get. Firstly, that's not how policing works, and secondly, you seem to forget that I'm kind of a fugitive right now. I can't go around behaving like a cop, can I? That's a good point. We should probably get you a disguise of sorts at some point. For now, I think we're good. I haven't seen a single cop in this sleepy town. So, what's our game plan? I'm gonna drive in. I'm pretty sure I saw two big blokes guarding the entrance to John Brigham's mansion. If we're to get in, we'll need to get rid of them first. Let's do this. You distract them with your ladylike charms, then I'll shoot them. That's a terrible idea. We do that in a sleepy town like this, and every resident will call the police. Jeez, I was just kidding, Sarah. Lighten up. Somehow I don't believe that. Anyway, you promised Mark that we do this cleanly, and I, for one, will not stand to watch unnecessary violence. Fine, whatever. We'll try to enter in a sneaky fashion if it makes you feel better. The Senior Space Archives. Oh, fine, thanks. I was doing some research for my dissertation. If there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask. Thanks. Why do we need to be here? Manned lunar landings. Yes. Why do we need to know this? We're gonna need to know this. Jesus Christ. Well, at least we know where to find it. No, I'll come back. I'll come back. Okay, we know where to find information at least, so... Actually, I'm gonna save it here, so we can come back to this place quickly without having to, like, go over things all over again and shit. Because I'll bet you anything, it's gonna be important. Okay, on slowly morning. One of your famous cupcakes, please. You have to pre-order 2 weeks in advance. Have you pre-ordered? We actually haven't pre-ordered. Can we order now and pick it up later? We're on a better day. Just so you know in the future, we normally sell it by midday. What a shame. I don't know what the point of that was, but okay. Bolt Pharmacy. Hey, I remember. Delivered today. I put an order 2 days ago. Jerry sure that we'd all be here by now. Let's try, Doc. My warehouse is all the way up in Gut Corner. They're still clearing trees over 993. You had a hurricane last week? Excuse? You could have easily arranged for our supplies to come from a different warehouse. What's one warehouse? Why do you think our stuff is so cheap? Service I'm paying for. I'll never order from your company ever again. It's not my problem. Oh no. It was a cupcake place, actually. We got a spell of bad weather. It caused pain for the past 2 weeks because of the hole in my roof. A lot of the boxes of meds came in and got damaged. Of course, I can still sell the medicine in their plastic containers, but the people prefer to see the boxes. It's tough 2 weeks of business for my pharmacy. Sorry to hear that. Anyway, don't let me spoil your day with my problems. How can I help you today, ma'am? Stick around. Space around too because of rains. If you need anything, just ask, okay? Okay, so I bet we'll need to get drugs. Sunrise Delivery Corp. So closer to... Not yet. Seriously, I really should have painted this. Jimmy open. Okay, so that's gonna be important to jimmy that open. So bring him go. That's right. These guards look tough. I think we need a plan. Easy, I'll just shoot them. Say, no, I thought you promised Mark that you do this all cleanly. Apparently. Ugh, whatever. What's on this side of the road? Okay. Look in the trash. So used to in bins. I'm sure you know to check bins during an investigation. We're not at a crime scene, are we? No, we're not. Best we said it. I think this old wire hanger will probably be useful. Ah, there we go. Like what? All sorts of things. Spy detective, aren't you? I'm somebody who uses their skills to make the world a better place. Than at Vauxhall Cross, huh? You could say that. There we go. That's what we needed. The wire hanger. Now we can open that box of mail. Ah, here we found. Has this moment to shine. You just need to slip into the crevice, then turn it like this, and voila, it's open. See, I'm convinced you're definitely more spy than detective. Oh, of course she is. Honey, anyway, so you know, decide. What does it say? Larry, I had to leave early to let in the plumber. Sorry, I changed the code just like the boss said. The keyword for today is Ocean of Storms. Sorry again, I promise I'll take one of your shifts whenever you need it. Thanks. Yeah, but let's keep going. Ocean of Storms. Okay, so back to the archives. History time. Okay, History of Storm. Ocean of Storms. So which history do we need? Mandaluna landings. Ocean of Storms. Okay. So 1119, possibly? Or 1969. I think it's going to be November 19th. Okay. So we'll try 1119, then we'll try 1911, then we'll try 1969. Yeah. There are 6 digits here. What the fuck? So it's going to be 11/1969. Incorrect code. Access denied. So let's try 1911. There we go. 1911/69. Yeah. Access granted. We've solved a puzzle on our own. There's a note. Read it. Consuela. Does anyone know Spanish? Bingo bango. Something about the morning. Okay. I'm quite sure that's Spanish. You speak Spanish, Sam? No, I'm the team's German speaking specialist. Mark's someone that speaks Spanish. I mean, he speaks some German too, but his accent is awful. Wait, isn't John Brigham's wife called Catalina? Oh yeah, I guess this note might be from her. That gives me an idea. So anything inside? No, completely empty. Number on exterior locker, accommodation lock 144. Three, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so going left to right, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 5, 8, 1. Okay. Then we have 3, 2, 1. Then we have 3, 4, 5. Then we have unknown. Then we have 1, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. 21 plus 13 is 35. are 34. 34 plus 21 is 50. 50. Shit, why can't I think? 55. Okay. 55 plus 34 is... why can't I think of this? It's 89. Yeah, so it's 589, I think. Yeah. Cracked it. Very nice. I'm not gonna spy of you yet. It's full uniforms for this delivery company. I have a plan. Let's put them on and use them to break into Brigham's mansion. Sam, that's fraud. You got to remember, Sarah, you're not a cop anymore. If you're gonna roll with us, you gotta do like us. Hey, look, they have women's sizes too. Let's get into costume. Oh, you look so cute in a delivery uniform. They gonna fuck. Thanks, I guess. I should probably hold on to this after we're done with this mission, you know. You can use it with Mark tonight. I know he likes a girl in uniform, so he'll love it. Sam. Hee hee. Yeah, for Mark. Okay, so we gotta get a delivery of something to get up to the front there. Cupcakes aren't gonna work. So we gotta figure out what we're delivering. What are we delivering, though? Oh, wait. Is it about the cupcakes? Anderson's esta mañana. Or, thank you. I think it might be... What was the name of that cupcake place? Anderson's Cupcakes. I hear Tony. Hi. Hi, Mr. Tony. What name? Consuela. Oh yes, you're in luck, Consuela. That was the last cupcake batter we had for today. Lucky me. Cupcakes added in. Thank goodness for that. That was the last box of the day. Now I can clock out. He's so loud. I love him. I know, right? Hey, buddy. All three of them are in here with me right now. I've got Tony right on my legs. I've got Pretty Miss Talia. She's to the side of me, right next to the chair, sleeping. And I got Fat Leo behind me. We actually solved it without really doing too bad of a job with it. But that's our plan. We have the cupcakes. What? We have the cupcakes. Yes. Oh my god. We have the fucking cupcakes. Do you have any laxatives for sale? Indeed I do, for an older child. Oh, no, please. I've been having some really bad constipation, so please give me the strongest stuff you've got. Absolutely. These Niagara laxatives are the best in the business. Fast-acting and very potent. Yeah, we don't need the noting. We just need laxatives. So it'll take a week's worth. Now, I'm sorry that these are very strong. I know. I'll just leave. I just live a couple of miles from here. I would rather not have to drive back for an next bout of constipation. There you go, ma'am. The expiry is on the foil wrapper. How much will that be? $11, please. Here you go. Enjoy your day. Now it's time to enact my evil plan. Which is, I get our lovely and very appetizing cupcakes and sprinkle on a healthy dose of high-potency laxatives. Bam! A delicious snack for our friends that are guarding Brigham's mansion. Sam, this is so wrong. Unless you have a better plan. Ugh. Niagara laxatives. Yep. Hi, can I help you? Hi, I have a special delivery for you, gentlemen. My delivery form says it's from Mrs. Brigham. Word? Mrs. B got us another box of cupcakes from Anderson's. Anderson's? Bro, once you try Anderson's, you will never want to eat another cupcake again. They are the best. Really? They're that good? Yeah, bro. Anderson's normally runs out by midday. Mrs. B must have ordered extra early for us. She's the best. Here you go, gentlemen. Enjoy. Thanks a lot, miss. Have a good day. Dude, these are the best cupcakes ever. What did I say? Oh man, you're right. I don't think I'd ever go back to another cupcake again. Other cupcakes again. Quit my constipation. I don't know. It's kind of bunged up in my brain. The downside of discovering Anderson's. Oh, dude, I think I made those a bit too quickly. I really need to take a shit. Cover for me. Haha, what a noob. You gotta learn to savor your Andersons. Oh shit. I think I need to use the can too. Yep. I don't have the time or the constipation. I don't think that's quite right, but the interior is so old and Victorian style. Yeah, not really the type of interior design I expect from an ex-Navy SEAL to choose. Don't forget that this is strictly speaking Gustavo's house, and he's an artist after all. Inter's kinda empty too, huh? Inter's? Oh, it's kinda empty too, huh? Yeah, you think this rich people would at least put some more furniture given how much they spent on such a place. Their house came? One of these Victorian style homes in New England, you know? Yes, like men. Just don't look at each other and you're fine. It's the original furniture to kids over time and it isn't replaced. Odds like these give me the creeps. Let's just get to work investigating and see what we can find so we can get out of here ASAP. There's a note here. Read it. Venezuela. Gracias, Catalina. Mark here, translate this, huh? I don't know Spanish. I wonder, chances are a good amount of the furniture under is made in Warrenville. It's locked. Let's look around. I'm sure we'll find a way to get in. Real men shit together. Oh, they do. It's locked. I wonder if... Where is the... Okay, we want to go from Spanish to English. Okay, let's aim it at the text. Okay, let's see what happens. Use your finger to select all. Thank you, Catalina. Please don't touch John's computer. I left the key in the drawer under the microwave. Comfort. Today if we have to clean our room. Or that too. Thank you. God damn it. Okay, so we just get to find the microwave. That's odd. What is? The dining table and chairs are in the kitchen. What's so weird about that? Makes for easier cleaning. I've been doing it that way my whole life. That's fine at most homes. When you have a large stately mansion like this one, how can I put it? Seems like a bit of a waste, no? Should have given how empty the living room is. Isn't it? It is that weird. Is it that weird? Isn't it the same structure you have in your MI6 headquarters? Exactly. How's this being used for covert operations, not a home where a family lives? Good point. Let's see what we can find. Key in the drawer. Maybe not doors around the house. There we go. Boom. Boom, baby. Key's not for that door. Okay. Okay. Okay, so for none of these doors. Great. Oh, here's another one. Oh. It's in English. Gustavo, our contact in Whitechapel managed to extract some sound bites from the Trenchard Royal Air Force Base security system. Please have the sound bites transcribed before Catalina and I return from Boston. For obvious security reasons, I obviously can't let you have access to all my files. So I put the sound bites in the computer's emergency cache so you can freely listen to them without logging in. The code for the emergency cache is the Souls of Mars and Colossus. Thanks, John. So, the Souls of Mars and Colossus. I think it's going to be another thing we have to go research. Souls of Mars and Colossus. Let's go in. Okay, let's... Emergency cache. Passcode needed for access. Attempt passcode? Yes. So Souls of Mars and Colossus. Time for another history lesson, folks. Unless I can go in the other door and there's something in there. Okay, no. The books didn't give me anything. Unless this bookshelf gives me something. Today, one of the sources told us that over half of the vast wealth they've accumulated from doing what work in the region the U.S. Army were unwilling to do. What type of stuff? I've we've heard a 4-star general paid them to assassinate a local warlord who was creating problems with local Kurd allies. Why is that so strange? There's still some honor to how the army is run, Sarah. It was not terrible if it hit the news that the U.S. is ordering assassinations just to pacify the region easier. Is that the army's job, killing the enemy? In battle. Besides, the protocol from the White House is to negotiate with these warlords first. Then how is it that the general was able to sort of order these assassinations? That's where the controversy lies. Apparently this general uses money he gets from each slain warlord to pay for the next assassination. And the White House won't do anything about them. It's all in cash, so it's off the books. End of the day, these solutions mean less dead US soldiers. Wow, it sounds like the type of work that suits you more. What do you think I was doing before Marky Mark found me? I was happy doing it too, PMC work. But I guess I couldn't resist when he asked me to travel around the world with him. Oh, I didn't know you two had such history. We haven't done anything yet, but I know deep down inside that he loves me, so you better be careful with him. Okay. Okay, so that library has nothing to do with nothing. So we gotta leave and go back to the, so he really loves the military. Oh fuck, I don't feel so good! It just will stop! Where's all this shit coming from? Gross. Video. That's what this game really has a lot of. Words. Okay, so... Colossus. Souls, 571. Okay. Mars, 615. Add them together, we have our answer. That was pretty simple. So 6, 8, 1186. Oops. Thank you, Kia. I can do math as well. I will say the puzzles, compared to the other games, are a bit easier to deduce. But I think it's also we've gotten used to the kind of style of puzzle, and that we know things are going to be really obscure. Just in case. Actually, I wonder what the access for John Brigham would be. We don't know, though. Access ground. Okay, soundbite 1.
Lieutenant, what are we doing at an Air Force base? I'm afraid I'm not at leisure to tell you, sir. Are the Air Force taking over this investigation? Again, like I said earlier, I'm not at leisure to tell you, sir. Alright, fine. So what part of Scotland are you from? I'm from East Kilbride, a town very close to Glasgow. Ah, from the Lowlands. I guessed as such with your accent and all. That's very impressive, sir. You can tell apart different Scottish accents. Even in Britain, not a lot of people can do that. It was part of the training I took at Naval Command. You forget I was in intelligence before I commanded the HMS Sunderland. What? I've got on record here that you were a submarine commander prior to your tenure on the Sunderland. Exactly. You really think the main point of submarines is combat, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant, stop saying it like that!
You're asking me where I'm from, sir? Yes. Have you ever been to the Highlands? I went to Dundee once for my cousin's wedding. Anything higher north than that? Nope. Not all of us are from posh families like you, Commander. Growing up, any free time I had was spent at my father's butcher shop. I'm not that posh, Lieutenant. My father's a policeman, you know.
Lieutenant.
But
is
your
that a British
mother's
thing,
the daughter of a
Lieutenant?
baronet, is she not? Huh. I see you've done your research. There's a reason they picked me for this job, sir. Well, since you're such a sharp and observant officer, why don't you go drive up to Kirkwall for a little vacation? From what I've heard, there isn't that much to see up there, sir. Oh, but there is.
Yeah.
There's a small naval dockyard in Kirkwall, on the north coast. It's off the records, but if you look properly, it's obvious it's owned by the Navy. At 8, and what will I see there? You'll see the remains of my ship.
Here's the second one.
Gunther, what are you doing here? Do you work for the RAF now?
I go where Her Majesty's government needs me.
Well, look, since I've got you here, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh?
Gunther, I need that file.
It's worse than
I
mine.
need to know what they put in the Sunderland.
You know I can't tell you. The Admiral would kill me if I did.
For God's sake, Gunther.
Friedrich already warned you about taking command of the Sunderland. Now that you know the secret, they will put another one in your next command and send you back to the Bering Sea. Mark my words. Let's see if Moscow saves your ass again next time.
Fine. Then I'll quit. I'll resign my commission.
You would be a fool to do that. As long as you are under Admiral Wolverhampton's protection, you are safe. Be smart and behave.
What should I bloody do then?
Be smart and behave, like I told
See
you.
if the Admiral will give you a nice office position at Vale Island, perhaps.
He already promoted me to captain. If I have no command, I'll look like a right fool, and it will raise too many eyebrows at Navy Command.
Nine, nine,
Then
nine,
you
nine,
must
nine.
reconcile yourself with your fate.
No good deed goes unpunished, huh?
Oh, stop making yourself out as a hero. It's pathetic. You know it was your ambition that got you here.
Touché. How about you then? What are you going to do?
I'm a wanted man back in Germany, and strictly speaking, the British government is obligated to send me back. The only way I can live with relative freedom is under the wing of Admiral Wolverhampton. So, here I stay.
Then can I count on you to serve as my science officer on my next command?
Wouldn't miss it for the world, old friend.
And one more to go through.
Commander, I have good news.
What do you have for me?
They're moving us north to Stromness. The Admiral got the funds, and they're refitting an old observatory there to be our new HQ.
HQ.
How's that good news precisely? Is it because it reminds you of your home in Schleswig?
Very funny. It's good news because we will be in the office instead of out at sea.
Oh, thank God for that.
Indeed, but don't get too comfortable, yeah? I just saw some blueprints in the Admiral's office, and I think he's already altered your new command.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, God, what can you tell me?
It's very big, twice the size of the Sunderland. I think it's a battle cruiser.
Dear God, a battle cruiser?
Yeah, and the hull is extra large too. Enough space for 3 this time. 3. They're going to make me carry 3 this time? Oh, my
What?
lord.
3 what? What is going on? I think we have what we need. Let me hear to your mark. See, I'll come in. This is Nightingale. Do you copy? I copy, Nightingale. We got what we needed. Alpha Centauri is located in a Royal Navy base in Stromness. There's a Royal Navy base in Stromness? I was surprised too. Seems to be a secret project. Operation, I don't know. Where's your sit rep? Did you get Smith? Not quite. I'll tell you all about it when I see you. We're actually arriving in Crow's Bay now. Good. We can discuss our findings. Over and out. Hello, ladies. Love the uniforms. I know, right? I told Sarah to take an extra pair for you two to use tonight. Sam, that is so inappropriate. Stop it. She's just jealous because she wants to use the uniform with you. I think I saw her put an extra pair in her car earlier. Whatever. So what happened with Smith? We couldn't find him. What? You think maybe he managed to give you the slip? Impossible. Oksana was so nearby and was so nearby and would have definitely been there before he finished immigration. No, I think he made his Dutch passport flash in the Logan security system on purpose to make us go there. You mean he planned a ruse? Exactly. He must also have a mole in the Logan security system. Damn it. Barry landed at a different airport to meet up with John Brigham. They're good. This is my fault. How could I have not seen the ruse? Don't take it so badly, Marky Mark. Brigham and Smith are two of the most experienced military contractors around. The answer is no. No, they both want Marky Mark's little Mark. On the bright side, this tells us that they're scared of us. Stop flattering yourself, Sam. I'm serious. I think all parties involved would agree that the firefight in Mombasa, while messy, ended in our victory. Sam, we went after them and they got away. How is that our victory? They retreated. This time we have Oksana on the team too. Heck, had we had her in Mombasa, then I definitely think we would have gotten them. They didn't have their main sniper on their team either. That Kenyan guy wasn't their main. No, local contractor in Mombasa. Who was their main then? Kostopovic, old Serbian dude. I actually did a few missions with him back in Afghanistan back in the day. I guess Brigham and Smith must play him a lot more than Sumarov. They do say Balkan snipers are the best. Don't let Oksana hear you say that. She'll tell you a new one. I love how they're just having this casual conversation while on an op. I'd like to see her try. Anyway, what were you able to get from John Brigham's computer? I'm confident that Alpha Centauri is either in Stromness or Kirkwall, somewhere in the Orkneys for sure. I see. I've already informed Lord Hamilton, and he's chartering a plane for us back to the UK as we speak. We're probably going to take off from the RCAF base outside Toronto, so we need to get moving. Oh, Tony's looking at the window. Oh, we're these guys again. Shitting violently. Diego, Rusty, what are you doing here, old friend? I told you I'd call you after my meeting with the Prestons. Diego, why aren't you answering your phone? Oh, I changed a number a couple of months ago. I lost my British mobile when I moved apartments and I had to get a new one when I got here. I was going to tell you my new number, but it slipped my mind. What's wrong, amigo? Why do you look so out of breath? And who's this beautiful rose you have here with you? Diego, have you met with the Prestons yet today? No, not yet. It seems as though they too aren't answering their phones today. They're already over an hour late for our meeting. What's wrong, Rusty? Why do you look so serious? It's 4 o'clock out today. Chief Inspector Richardson asked me to look at a single vehicle collision that occurred south of Hucknall. Upon investigation with Detective Sergeant Wilson here, we found out that the couple that died in the collision were actually Ian and Ada Preston, your clients. What? No, it cannot be. Take a look at these photos. They found this diamond necklace on Ada Preston, and this is the license plate and car involved in the collision. Can you please confirm that these belong to your clients, the Prestons? Yes, this is theirs. That is Ada's necklace, and I have definitely seen them drive this car before, although granted they have many cars. Oh god, how could this have happened? Has this couple not suffered enough? Breaks into tears. Mr. Calatrava, we'd like to ask you some questions about... Sergeant, give this man a moment for God's sake. He's very close to these people. Sorry, sir. It is fine, Mercy. I too have many questions to ask too. So please, detective, ask me whatever you want. Very well. Mr. Calatrava. Commandant Calatrava, actually. I was with the Spanish Guardia Civil before I went private. Okay, my apologies. Commandante Calatrava, do you know of anyone that would have wanted the presidents dead? Do they have any enemies? Enemies? They have many. You kick up a media fuss like they did, and you are for sure to make a lot of enemies. You must have just been a teenager when the famous Preston case was all over the news, so I don't know how much you remember. But the story simply will not leave the media circles. All of Europe had their eyes fixed on the seaside town of Torrevieja to see what the outcome would be. All the detention put a lot of pressure on the Spanish government to find Preston's little girl. So after a month's time, with no sign of little Alice emerged, heads began to roll. The chief of police of Torrevieja was forced to resign, so was my commanding colonel. Torrevieja. Then when some of the newspapers speculated that the disappearance was the president's fault, Ian's law firm hit them back with all the force in their power. They even managed to bankrupt and sink some of the smaller publications that had made this claim. So yes, enemies, that family had many. But to wish death, that is a much stronger claim. Wait. Rossi, are you telling me that you think that the presidents were murdered? Diego, you know I can't. Rossi, don't give me your protocol bullshit. I've attended your son's wedding. We vacationed together. Heck, I'm even one of your grandson's godfathers. We found Doganov shells in a nearby tower, and it looks like a gunshot would decapitated Ian Preston and caused him to drive into a tree. And Ada died in the impact. They were going at 60 miles per hour when they slammed into the tree. They wouldn't say miles per hour in the UK. Commandant Calatrava, this is why we needed to find out who would possibly want the presidents dead. Like I said before, the list is long. Don't forget that the person who probably most wants them dead is whoever kidnapped little Alice. Yes, it would be kilometers an hour. I'm sure they would never have imagined that their crime would have such a global impact. But it's been 10 years since it happened. It's a hell of a long time to wait to snuff out the presidents. I didn't even realize that. Oh, jeez. Commandant, you said that your old colonel and Torrevieja's chief of police both lost their jobs after the incident. Yeah, but they weren't in Canada. They were in Massachusetts before. What are they now? The chief of police ended up becoming mayor of Torrevieja. Seriously? Because he kept appearing in the news, everyone knew his name. And by the time the election for mayor came up, public opinion in Spain had turned against the presidents. He was essentially a shoo-in for the position and won by a landslide. Public opinion went against that poor couple. In Spain it did. After the investigation had still been going underway for more than a month, the British press started labeling us Spaniards as lazy and inefficient. They even began accusing us of taking hour-long lunches and daily siestas. It was very racist indeed. Hopefully my accent isn't racist. The Spanish public did not care for these labels, and the Spanish press fired back at the Brits for treating us Spaniards like we were a colony of their empire. Sadly, the presidents got caught in the crossfire, and the Spanish press had a field day with him too. Is the chief of police still mayor of Torrevieja? Yes, he still enjoys a lot of popularity there. A bootleg Scully. His name? Alejandro de Santa Anna. Sergeant, this man has, if anything, benefited from the president's misfortune. I seriously don't think he'd risk a flourishing political career over people he probably doesn't hate anyway. You can take him off the short list of suspects. I'm just covering all the bases, sir. Okay, how about your colonel? He was less lucky. My colonel has a career policeman with his entire family, serving in the Guardia Civil for the past 4 generations. He took his dismissal very personally and entered deep depression. He didn't leave his house for half a year after. I see. You have to forgive me, but I'm finding your rank system very confusing. Who is higher ranking him? Who is higher ranking? Him or the chief of police? Neither. Local police and the Guardia Civil are 2 different entities. They have a very different system in Spain, Sergeant. Every city has its own local police, but they also have a paramilitary organization that polices and protects at a national level. That's why you're hearing ranks like Colonel and Commandant. Okay, but who is actually running the show? Both. We each had our own investigative team on the job. And you weren't working together? Of course not. Why would we? Because you're working on the same case. I see you haven't worked for the government very long, my dear. What's that supposed to mean? Don't you know that government entities and departments never trust each other? That is such a Hollywood movie thing. Ever wondered why the US Navy uses their own pilots and airplanes for their aircraft carriers rather than using the Air Force ones? Okay, so both your colonel and the chief of police led their own investigations, which is why they both got the axe, right? Correct. Any idea where your colonel is today? As I heard, they moved on to Mexico a couple of years ago. He has some family there. I believe his daughter is married to a Mexican federale. There's some wild story that he's even got a job with the federales hunting the drug cartels of Mexico. But I doubt that is true. With a stand on his career like he had, I think it is unlikely that the Mexican government would hire a foreigner like him for the job. His name? Esteban Lopez. That's a very common name. Do you know his middle name? I'm afraid not. I still have a lot of Guardia Civil's contracts. I have no problem finding out. Sergeant, let me take over here. I know you want to be as thorough as possible, but detective work is a lot about instinct, and I don't feel that this is the right line of inquiry. I understand, sir. You have to ask yourself, Sergeant. It's been over a decade since the case that Preston's was in the news cycles. Why kill them now? Maybe they know something now that they didn't know before. Kia! Exactly. Diego, do you know anything about the new lead that the Prestons were so excited about? They didn't discuss details, but I know that they hired another private investigator recently, who they said came up with something big. Do you know their name? I'm afraid not, but Ian was very excited. He said that this guy was a cryptographer that was involved with MI6 or something like that. Oh, and he never arranged for you to have a meeting with him? From what I heard, this guy still works for MI6, so he's doing this as a secret side gig. So he kept his identity hidden, and they only corresponded by mail. You did a fucking cipher. That means there may be some mail for Ian Preston here. Indeed, there might be. Let's take a look. Do you happen to have any mail for Ian Preston? Yes, I believe I do. Though I'll need to see some ID. I'm with the Nottingham Police. Remember to always show your badge first, Sergeant. Of course. Thank you, ma'am. You received this letter this morning. There we go. Ah! Keep that fucker up. What was I? What was Delta? What number was Delta? Because you wrote that down, right? Hi, Ian. Yeah. Yeah, the top one is Hi, Ian. I don't want to decipher this. It's gonna take so long. Chibi had the guide up. Unless you want to decipher. I'll leave it up for Kia to decipher. I need more water anyway, so I'll be right back. It's this place by 19, but fuck it. Oh god. Not that shit again. Okay, here we go. Hi, Ian. Go to the Lincoln Building, 3rd floor. I rented out a locker and put a file there for you. The locker is R5C3 and the password is the Queen's birthday. Centauro, I will slap you to death. Okay, thank you. Wow, that was impressive, Kia. You did that really fast. What is that? Diego, you just said this detective was an MI6 cryptographer, right? Yes, Ian said something along the lines. I must have agreed to some code to keep that message private. I fucking didn't. You just took it from the guy, didn't you? It takes a while to decode this. Indeed it will. We have a lead to follow first anyway. See the letterhead on this note? Office of File Storage Facility is just a 10-minute drive here. I'm pretty sure whatever we're looking for is there. Okay. What's the Queen's birthday? Someone please look that up, because that's going to be the thing we have to look up. I love how the car looked at us. Okay, we need to find the directory. Oh god, this is so cumbersome to get around. Derby, Lincoln. Thank you, Chibi. Northampton. Okay, here's the directory area, I believe. No. Robin Hood secure office locker. Please type in a code to get in. Oh my god! How do we find which locker it is? R5C3. But is this the right building though, is the question. Lincoln? How do you know it's Lincoln? You're looking at the guide, aren't you? Does it say how it came to that answer? But did it say Lincoln? Oh, wait. Oh, go to the Lincoln building. God damn it. R5C3. Okay, so row 5, column 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. And the Queen's birthday, which is... Yeah, I missed that, sorry. It's month 21... 04 26. Bam! Okay, what do you see inside? It's a bunch of maps. They're mostly maps of cities in Scotland, from what I can tell. They're also maps of Spain. Thank you, everyone. Jose Bramley. He also has a bunch of different maps of Torrevieja. There's also maps of Cartagena, Murica, and Alicante, the cities that neighbor Torrevieja. Anything else? It also has historical weather charts for Torrevieja, Cartagena, Murica, Alicante, blah 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 blah. Does any of this have any meaning to you, Diego? The maps of Torrevieja and the surrounding towns and cities make sense. I have no idea what the ones in Scotland are about. Also, I don't get why he has all these historical weather reports. I don't really see how they have any strong relevance to our Preston's case. Are you getting anything, Sergeant? No, it's not. American would be month, day, year, not day, month, year. Well, on every weather chart, it has the town of Brailkirk underlined. On top of that, every Scottish map has Brailkirk circled in red with arrows pointing to it. Any ideas, sir? It's a small town in the Highlands. It's pretty close to Chris's father's estate, so I've actually passed by a few times. Can't imagine why it's related to the case. I'm guessing that's where our next lead probably is. Looks like we have a road trip ahead of us. A 7-hour drive to that part of Scotland. Can't we fly? Still a 2-hour drive for Inverness to Belkirk. Besides the fact that between checking in and getting our bags, at the end of the flight still takes 4 hours. We save an hour tops. Also, driving is cheaper. Heaven knows the Chief Inspector will want to crucify me if this case takes me across the country. Might as well save money where I can. Okay, no time to lose then. Let's go. Sergeant, did you not hear me say that it's a 7-hour drive? We'll probably have to spend the day there to investigate whatever mysterious detective wanted. Whatever this mysterious detective wanted Ian Preston to see. Oh. You have to forgive old Rusty and me, Lucy. We're not as young and energetic as we once were. It's the dumbest way to read it. Driving 7 hours straight to the night and then working in a case the whole day, then driving home through the evening may very well kill us. Indeed, we'll probably need to spend at least one night there. Maybe I'll go home, pack our bags, and get a little rest. Is this so you can go home and watch MasterChef with your wife? I promise her that I make it home in time for it. If I dash out now, I have just enough time to buy some tiki masala and naan before the episode begins. Aw. We can then reconvene at the police station in a couple hours to drive over to Belkirk. Vice Admiral Lancelot Holland Research Facility, Kirkwall outskirts, Orkney, United Kingdom. Oh, wait, where are these guys? Mark, again, why do I need to wear these Royal Navy uniforms? You work for the British government. You can just stroll in and look whatever you want, right? Sarah, if you found someone out in the Pentagon was doing something shady, would it be easy for you to walk in as a Gloucester PT cop to go over their files? No, but I'm assuming that your MI6 powers are much more extensive than my Gloucester PT ones. It's not like I'm an FBI or CIA agent. It's raw! No, video, it didn't. It wouldn't. Because those codes are very specific for it, and you can't put multiple answers for it. I'll give you that, but in this case I don't want to spook it. Well, you can, but I mean, it's not easy to do. I don't really think they would have gone to all the trouble for that. And this is all in UK. I think that the person who made this is not from America. Just call it a hunch. Naval research facility for some reason built in the middle of the Orkneys. The only people here are naval personnel and scientists. Bangs hanging down. Those hats look, yeah. In my opinion, it's a hell of a lot easier for people like you and me, who are accustomed to being in uniformed services, to pass as naval officers than as scientists. Fine, we'll stick with your plan. Did you get to practice your British accent with Sam on the flight over? Yeah, of course I did. I think I have it perfect now. Okay, let's hear it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. That's Irish. Hello, Governor. Are you performing in a Gilbert and Sullivan show? It's okay, let me do all the talking. What do I do if someone does talk to me? I guess you have no choice but to use the Cockney accent. It's a bit exaggerated, but if you limit your words, it should be fine. Cockney! You need to tell me what Alpha Centauri is. I would have asked on the flight over, but you were sleeping so soundly. And here we are. I don't know if I can tell you that, Sarah. Well, I'm about to enter a restricted naval research facility impersonating a British naval officer. Basically, I, a police officer who's strictly speaking a U.S. government employee and an indirect representative of the U.S. government, am about to commit actions that could have me arrested for fraud and espionage. I initially joined you and your troop on this merry chase for two reasons. One, I believed it would help me solve the case of the double homicide at Willowdale Nature Reserve. Two, in doing so, it would help me prove that I was framed and would exonerate me from those false bribery claims. Now, as we were standing here in Scotland about to enter this facility, I can't help but think that maybe I'm deviated from my own objectives. So you gotta give me something, Mark. Fine, you make a fair point. Let's go through the facts then. John Brigham was definitely working with a male victim at Willowdale Nature Reserve. What was his name? Jeffrey Goldberg. That's the one. You saw the note in the locker. You don't share that type of thing with someone unless you're actually working together. Agreed. Whatever John Brigham and Jeffrey Goldberg were investigating clearly surrounds a clique of officers, who we found out, have some relation to this facility. Wouldn't it be logical to think that an essential clue to discovering who killed the couple at Willowdale lies in with who Goldberg and Brigham were investigating? I suppose that makes sense. If you want to sit this one out with Blake and Sam at the safe house in Kirkwall, then it's completely fine by me. I'll give you a report when I get back. Never close to start. But I know that glint in your eye. That glint that appears as the case begins to unfurl itself. I know that glint because I have it too. That fire inside me that won't stop until the case is solved. Sarah, I know that you want to see this through with your own eyes. Am I correct? I suppose. I thought so. One last question. Why did you choose me to help you on this bit? Surely Sam and Blake would have been the better choice. He just told you why! You spent time with Sam. Subtlety is not her thing. You can say that again. Don't get me wrong. In a firefight, there's no one else I'd rather have next to me. Except our son, of course. As for Blake, he's the best at intel and comms, so I rarely actually put him in the field. I see, so basically I was the only expendable one. No. You're the career detective. Your skills in deductive reasoning are invaluable to me on this mission. Why are they talking still? Looks like Sam is right. You know how to flatter your way out of problems. Fine, I'll stay. My God. Save. Okay, when does the game end abruptly? We don't know yet. Locked. Stores. Apply for additional lockers. Please speak to Lieutenant or administration. If you lock registry, yes. Okay, so we need. We'll find out who has what locker probably later. Okay, so we'll come back. Well, I do all the time, but I mean, it's rare to see it in a game. But I mean, maybe this dev is going for realism. We don't know yet. My anxiety stops me. Captain, any idea where Lieutenant Porter is? I'm afraid not. You think doing something as easy as just sitting at his desk would be simple enough for that lad, but half the time I come here, he's gone. You should really tell him off next time you see him. The problem with these junior officers is that they don't really react when we scientists scold them. The second they see gold bars and crowns, they start bowing like they've seen Christ on Earth. Well, you know the old saying, Professor. There's no god on Earth like a general in his battlefield. I suppose in our case, there's no god on Earth like an admiral with his fleet. Speaking of which, did you read the email going around? I'm afraid I've been away from my computer for the past few hours. What's happening? Apparently all senior officers and research staff are to attend Dr. Bowen's presentation this evening. I've heard we're in for quite a treat. I expect no less from Dr. Bowen. Office registry. Who do we need, though, is the question. Trevor Bolt. Okay, so there's a registry. We need... Okay. Project Sword. One. Who are we even looking for? Well, I figure we'll come back to it if we need to, but I can't. Let's look at the next one, see if there's anything that pops out. What are we even looking for? Unless, we have to look to see whose locker we need to get an ID card from, and then we need to figure out how to unlock it. Project Sword. But who do we need to go for? Sunderland? Let's see here. Yeah, Sunderland. Okay, yeah. Sunderland. But who? Okay, let's look at this registry again. 01, rank, ship command, Hermes, and Lancelot. Well, no, remember they said it was a battle cruiser this time, so it wouldn't be the Sunderland. It may be Rufus Moore, because it's a battle cruiser. Yeah, I think it's the first one. I think it's battlecruiser Rufus Moore, the HMS Lancelot. Okay. Let's see if he has a locker. R. Moore is 313. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're assuming it's from the side, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Locked. What's this from this side? Locked. Ah, god damn it. These are them. Damn it. I can't. Sword. ID card. We also need a way to unlock this shit, but there's no way. Oh. There's more people around. Look at this. What's happening, mate? Dog just got promoted to commander. Can you believe it? He's our agent, already full commander. Surprise. He's son of an admiral, for goodness sake. I don't think quite like connection like that. Come on, it's hardly a new thing for a son to follow his father's career. Heck, maybe you should have been a dentist like your father. I guess when admirals and generals pick their sons to serve as their chief of staff. That's par for the course, and one could even argue that's a greater way for them to learn the ropes. To be promoted to full commander and be given the command of a brand spanking new destroyer? As far as you only command 2 small transport ships. Sorry, our other captains. What's our navy coming to? I'm taking a hit of jealousy. Of course I'm bloody jealous. I'm supposed to be given command by the end of the year. That's a bold claim. What makes you think you were the first in line for promotion? Admiral Hood promised me that if I serve as his chief of staff for 2 years, I'd get command of one of his new destroyers. Dude, Dog's dad outranks Admiral Hood. Besides, you shouldn't be so bitter. Dog's a nice guy. You know him. You should be happy for him. About being nice or not, it's about ability to lead a command, and in that regard, Dog is the most aptly named man in naval history. He's careless and has the attention span of a cocker spaniel. Video, no. Do that one. Okay, that's somebody named Dog. I'm such an idiot. Have it, Claire. For a new key and ID. I was running for a piece of magnet plus a small metal key. Yeah, I'm moving for him. Security, as long as you know. Ship is on duty. Admiral pays for his new fancy battle cruisers. He tries a fortune whenever we lose our Ds and keys. Lost your ID? I did back when I was a midshipman. Oh, that was back when I was stationed in Portsmouth. Fine wasn't so bad, just 100 quid. It's a lot of money for a young middy, so after that I've been keeping my ID and key in my locker whenever I'm on a tour of duty. Yeah, but how do I... Fucking... Susie and Claire... Maybe they're... I don't know. Let's see what they're... Susie... Maybe? Maybe that's what we have to do? Look for their lockers? Wait, what was the name of the admiral that promoted his son? It sounds like he'd be careless enough to leave his key in an open locker? Admiral Hood. Dog's dad. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. No name, just dog. Fuck. So Claire and Susie. So we gotta look at the names of the registries to find out. It was Susie that had it. Nope, not here. Unless his name is Dog. Fat Leo, must you? Can I help you? No, don't rub up again. No, no. Buddy, please don't. Hi. Hello. Can I help you? Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah. I love you, Fat Leo. Okay, where should we... Look for Susie or Susan. Oh, you stink, buddy. Come on, let's, Oh, that was my phone. Ow, oh. There we go, okay. He was sitting on my phone. Damn it. I don't see a Susie or Claire or Susan or not. No, no, don't, no, no. Damn it. Leo, no, 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 don't come back. No, come on, buddy. Just go on. Okay, let's try the second page. He's, like I said, he's got that ear thing. We cleaned it today, but it still kind of stinks for him. Well, stinks. Claire. Okay, so Claire Dobson. So C. Dobson is what we gotta look for. Let's see if there's a C. Dobson locker. C. Dobson, 210. Okay. Ugh. But there's no Susie or Susan. There's S-Law, Leppington, Komish on this page, and then there's... Let's take a look at the other one. Patel and Fullerton on this page. So we're looking at a bunch... We're basically just looking at a bunch of different fucking lockers. 410, 611... 113, 2-1 until 1 opens. Oh my god. Then 310. Okay, let's start with 113. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's not it. 2-1. 3-10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Then we got 410 and 611. Nope. 611. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Oh, god damn it, I lost count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. Okay, I have no idea what the fuck to do. Oh my god. Time for the guide. I think we're on the right track, but I think we're looking for the wrong people. We gotta find out Susie's last name, and it's Susan, I'm guessing. Richard, Henry... Or it could be Anthony Darling, because they did say he was the commander of a destroyer, right? Spanky new destroyer. Okay, so... He's careless. Gene, okay, so... Look for the names of destroyers. Okay. Commander and a destroyer. Okay, Anthony says captain, so that's not it. So it's not any of these guys. Lieutenant commander. That's not it. Whoops. I don't know the captain, commander, submarine. So it's not. Oh, he's there? What? I think it's Darling. Other sheet? Oh, did I miss it? It just says Lieutenant Commander. And no destroyers. I think this is the science building, so I don't think anyone's gonna be in here. Yeah, these are all scientists, so it's not gonna be these guys. This is what's happening. Commander. So a full commander. Yeah, and 2 small transport ships. All the other destroyers are under captains. Oh, transport ships. So look for transport. Maybe it hasn't gone through yet. Oh my god, this is some deep level. Oh my god. Okay, so transport ship. Nope. Second page. Transport. Benjamin Forbes. Okay, so we'll try B Forbes. Let's see if that's it. My god. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but my god, to get to this answer is so awful. Okay, B Forbes. I don't see him on this page. Let's do the second page. 5-8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. It's unlocked. What do you see inside? Spec uniform, stationary, running shoes, track shoes. His key and ID. Bingo. To inventory. My good lord, wow. Oh, we did it at least. Perfect use here. Wait, what room do we want, is the question. That's the next question. What room do we want? He was in, 1A. Hey, Willman, how you doing? Yeah, I don't even know where we're going. It's 1D. Right? I do. I'm quite sure this is the door. So let's go in. I thought my office back in Gloucester PD was small. If you're a naval officer with any level of success, then you really should be in command of your own ship at a certain point. In which case, you only really need an office on land for when you're in between commands, so your ship is under repair. Large office is really not necessary. That's until you make admiral, at which point you are given one of the big fancy offices upstairs. Besides, people in the Navy are used to cramped conditions anyway. Not suitable for a high-flying secret agent like you, huh? It's a note. Read it. Ben, I can't make your mom's birthday party tonight. Admiral Wolverhampton wants all of the senior command to attend Dr. Baum's presentation tonight. I got her a Waterford vase. Can you please go to my office and get it and then have it wrapped before you bring it to her party today? Today's code is Trafalgar. Thanks, Dad. Okay, look for Trafalgar. And we need to find his dad's office. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, it's such... Yeah, it's never gonna know. Yeah, we'll never know. Okay, so we gotta go Trafalgar. Wait, what did the note also say about the birthday? Because that may mean that we need to, like, know about dates or whatever. Your mom's birthday party tonight. So what's today's date in this fucking game? When was the Battle of Trafalgar? Jesus Christ! This is not how you make a game. '21st of October, 1805. Okay. So we'll try... Whoops. Okay, it's not that room. There we go. Boom. Thank you, Google. I do not like the amount of... No, not you, Google. I do not like the amount of going back and forth for this, I swear to God. Like, where you have... If you have to leave your game constantly to find answers, no. Harry, seems like Gunther is twice the scientist that Frederick was. Unlike Frederick, he's willing to do what it takes to move the program forward, no matter the cost. He's giving a presentation tonight at the Science Hall to show some of his new findings. All senior command is expected to attend. When you get the chance, pass by his office to see the blueprints of his team amended. His new design has the weapon at the bow of the ship. It becomes more efficient that way. Take a look when you can, and if you approve of it, then please sign off. Thanks, Rich. Oh my god. His ID on top of his drawer? Good find. I'm pretty sure Ammo's ID is more than enough security clearance out of the science building. Okay, so we need to find Gunter... whatever. Such and suches. Yeah, I don't even know what that battle was. I didn't even look it up. Yeah, all these facts by heart. Okay, let's look at the registry. Gunther Baumann, 3A. Okay. Yeah, looks like a charm. Aren't another level. What do you mean? I meant when you were talking to that scientist guy in the lobby. You didn't even flinch, mumble, or stutter. And the guy was talking as if he knew you. You give me too much credit, Sarah. These scientists are so busy with their noses and their research that they barely take note of people's names and faces. Before he even opened his mouth, I saw him look at my sleeve to ascertain my rank, so he could address me as such, as he clearly had no name for me. So we attended Dr. Baumann's presentation? I'd love to. If we did that, then my work would all be done. Unfortunately, I believe all the senior officers present will actually know each other, so I'll stick out like a sore thumb. "3A. It's locked. So what's his last name again? Baumann. See if we can just break into whatever locker he's got here, maybe. I am just 2-8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I don't know what to do now. Somebody look at the guide. I don't give a fuck right now. We've tried our best. Wasn't good enough. What's up, I bet? We found the room we're supposed to go into. Gunther Baumann. Okay. 3A, but it's locked. Was there a key on the desk? I didn't notice the key on the desk. God damn it. God, not even a visual cue. That pisses me off a little bit. In fact, that's been the par for the course of this entire game. Yeah, there wasn't even like an icon on the desk, nothing to even indicate that there's a key there. Ugh. Not even a box of fish sticks, right? Another random key in front of us at Forbes' desk. Works like a charm. Let's go in. History of the Royal Navy. So it's gone from super soldiers to some sort of secret British weapon. Let me tell you, hunting for 10 kilograms worth of stuff isn't easy. Next year, I need to raise the price to 2,000 pounds per kilo. And I'm depositing 10,000 in my bank account so quickly. Not for inconvenience. This awful hand-drawn map. We're gonna have a hell of a time finding this warehouse. I was rudimentary because it shows a town that is not too far from here. Anyone who lives around here can tell from a few details. This town is just a short ferry ride back to the mainland. What? How can you tell that from 2 streets on the map? I know, because that's the town my grandfather lives in. Now we're back to these guys. Okay. Hello, welcome to the Balkirk Cecil Hotel. How can I help you today? Oh no, I love a woman with a Scottish accent. It's not a job. Good morning. 3 single rooms for 1 night, please. Please make mine a double room. Diego, the Queen's government will not be paying for that. I will pay out of my own pocket, of course. It's good to have a double room. You never know what might happen in the day. It's £60 each for the single room and £90 for the double room. Please put mine on a separate card, senorita. There are 2 rooms on this card, please. No problem at all. Thank you. This is such a beautiful hotel. Do you get a lot of people coming here? Aye, we do. Tourism is the main source of income we get around here, on account of the beautiful lake, golf courses, and nature reserve we have nearby. Can I get your name, please? Your names, please. Oh, it's so Scottish. I didn't get your names. Get your names, please. Also, Philip. Lucy Mason. And I am Diego Louis Calatrava. Calatrava. Thank you for that. Here are your keys. You're all on first floors. 101 is the double. Please, call me Diego. Thank you for your help. Have a lovely day. Looking for an evening present. Aye, we got it. Please take a look at it. Sorry. Do that. Remember, Sergeant. Always show your badge before starting a line of inquiry. Of course, sir. I'm sorry, I forgot again. We're doing it. Here we go. It's that cipher time. Yep. I've been streaming for almost 4.5 hours. I just want you to tell me it. Maybe the old warehouse by the lake. The key is beneath a large stone behind the hotel. Otherwise, we're just here for an impromptu vacation in a random Scottish town. Yes, sir. We gotta get behind the hotel. For that rock. There's a key beneath the rock. This will be useful. Okay. Old warehouse by the lake. Well, here's a lake, so let's, find an old warehouse. I couldn't think on television before I got here. I saw that here in Scotland they serve deep-fried Mars bars in their fish and chip shops. Is this true? Yes, it's true. Have you ever tried one? Regrettably, I have. My father-in-law dared me to eat one when I was up here in Scotland visiting his estate with Kristen. How did it taste? Honestly, it was a bit rich for my liking. It's not that it tasted bad, it just felt so greasy and raw. They're actually really fucking good. I don't know what this guy's talking about. I really want to try one. It's so pretty early, Diego. It's like 7 in the morning. We'll pass by after we finish following our lead, okay? Sounds good to me. I look forward to a nice fish and chips lunch, too. Locked. It's a private department building, right. None of these are marked. Ah, here we go. It's locked. Why don't you try the key we found earlier? Yes, sir. Worked like a charm. The door's unlocked now. What are you waiting for? Let's go in. Is that blood on the floor? Indeed it is. I have a bad feeling about this. Here you go, Lucy. Hands on weapons. Yes, sir. Don't have to tell me twice. What the fuck? These are entrails. I think I'm going to be sick. Is it human or animal? No matter what, they started crudely using a chainsaw. And then what's for as it gets here? Good idea, let's just save, and because it's about to end abruptly. Oh look, a safety deposit box. I wonder what could be inside. Careful, Sergeant, it might be a trap. First of all, it's clearly a sadist. It wouldn't be out of this world to think that they would set up a booby trap to hurt someone that entered. It's surprisingly clean and sharp. Whoever's using this knife knows how the blood can dull and rust the blade. They know they need to keep it clean and sharp to continue doing its bloody task. Look at this. Is that the cage? That's correct. I see copious amounts of feces and blood beneath it. It may have been held here. Perhaps. The cage is a bit small, though. Could you imagine a fully grown man would fit here Can't imagine a fully grown man would fit here comfortably. But a child? It's human or an animal. Who is held there in these conditions? Whoever did it is a sick bastard. To be crudely made from cloth, blood, and bones. Make of this, sir. The blood of feathers, it looks like quite shamanic in nature. Maybe voodoo. But I can't be sure. I'm not an anthropologist. This goes definitely to cows. I doubt this person actually hunted an animal for this. Probably just picked up a cow's head from the butcher. I'll stay away from this for now. This is remarkably clean. I mean, I'm hardly saying that they're hospital grade, but at least they aren't covered in blood and dirt. There's clearly some intentionality in all this. Whoever's doing this isn't just hacking up bodies for fun. There's some reason for all this. Keep moving. Okay. Okay, sure. What do you make of this, sir? It's clearly a shrine for some deeply disturbed cult. I can only hope that the entrails and blood we saw were animal and not human. Expect any less. In relation to the present case, I don't want to speculate that until we have a proper forensic team take a look at this. But I'm sure both of your heads are swirling with theories right now. I can't possibly imagine how this detective must have thought that this was an appropriate thing to show Ian. For all that I am saddened by my friend's death, I am glad he never saw such a horrific place. So jump to conclusions yet, Diego. Lucy, please call both the police departments in Aberdeen and Dundee. So you can dispatch a forensics and support team faster. Yes, sir. Let's get out of here. I cannot stand to spend another moment in such an unholy place. Great, let's get out of here. Rufus, what the hell are you doing here? Dad, I'm not Rufus. I'm Philip. And what are you doing here? Sorry, Phil. It's so dark I can't see properly. Wait, why are you wearing your brother's uniform? Wait, what? Do we expect no less? These endings are... I need to watch this. Oh, it's so loud. It's Colin Firth. Oh god. Do you have work? Kia. Oh. We don't have to wait long. Please don't tell me what to do. These abrupt endings are not something I am a fan of. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But we made it through another game, and the third chapter, as far as I can tell, is not out yet. Hopefully the dev releases it, because I am kind of interested to see where this all turns up. But, yeah. To their form of storytelling. Kia! Coral! I mean, it's... Like, I give these games like a 5 out of 10, maybe. The puzzles were a little bit easier to follow and kind of deduce, but yeah, I'm finding to walk through. Yeah. But we'll see what happens with Chapter 3, whenever it comes out.